Good afternoon, wherever you're at in your day. Area of a rectangle. Why are we doing this? You should, as a rational member of society, understand the concept of area, especially area of rectangle, applications in the trades and in your life. When you go to purchase a home, and I'm working on putting this together right now, you'll have area, square footage. It tells you how big your house is. You compare and contrast, make decisions, so on and so forth. Life skill that you want to master. And pretty straightforward, so you should be able to get a good grade in school, which is valuable. Achievement is a good thing. So we're going to go ahead and hit a couple of these. Area of a rectangle, really simple. Length times width, or base times height, or however you want to think about it. Area equals base times height, generally. So 8 times 5 is 40 centimeters squared. You are multiplying centimeters. Centimeter times centimeter is centimeter squared. This is a non-linear term. This is an area term, so it's not a straight line. This is not a line. This is all this wonderful 2D stuff here. Second dimension, 2D. All right. What else? All right. So you can do those other ones. Yeah. Down here, table kind of action. You will see this on the. You will see something like this on the test. This was the hardest part last year. It just requires a little bit of focus. I know you guys can do it. I think sometimes we just don't take this as seriously as we need to. And there's value in having that discipline. You're going to need discipline to achieve what you want to achieve. So discipline is a good thing in many instances. So same thing here. Base times height is area. 5 times 6 is 30. Feet squared because it's feet. And then the perimeter, well, if it helps, you can draw a picture. You've got 5, you've got 6, so that's going to be 5, that's going to be 6. So 5 plus 5 plus 6 is 6. 5 plus 5 plus 6 plus 6 is 10 plus 12, which is 22 feet. And perimeter is a linear term, as we looked over yesterday. Let me zoom out enough where you can see all this. All right. That should be a little bit better. Well, what happens when we go backwards or something like that? Let's look at this one. This one's probably the hardest. So the base length is 8.5 and the perimeter is 23. So I would say, let's draw a picture. This is 8.5. This is 8.5. If we add them all up, 8 plus 5 plus 8.5 is 17. 17 plus this is x and this is x, so that's 2x is 23. Should be able to solve that. Subtract out 17. X is 2x is 6. So x would be 3. So now that we have that, we should be able to multiply that together. 8.5 times 3. I use a calculator, 25.5, because I like technology. I forget what the units were, meters squared. Alright, so you can work forwards and backwards to do those. Watch the units as well. You might have to convert a little bit. Alright, so that's the lower level stuff. The next level of stuff is, so we have this shape. Well, it's not a rectangle. Well, there's another piece. Welcome to reality. So I'm going to cut this into 2 pieces, and I'm going to call this area 1, I'm going to call this area 2, and the total area, which I like to call AT, is going to be area 1 plus area 2. That makes sense, right? If we have carpet that covers this and carpet that, or tile, let's say we got some tile here, we add those 2 things together and we'll get the total area. So the area of area 1 is 4 by the whole thing, which is not just 6, it's 6 plus 3, which is 9. Okay, 36. Area of the second one is 3 times 3, which is, I believe that adds up to get me 45. I'm going to throw a meter squared on there because it's area. Now perimeter, and we talked about this yesterday, you know, easy way for me to think about it. I'm this person, I'm going to walk all the way along the outside. That reminds me of an 80s video game. These were the graphics we had. It was a sad, sad state of affairs. You guys are very blessed. So you walk around, down, over, down, back, you know. Add them up. 3 plus 3 plus 6 plus 4 plus blah, blah, blah. You can finish that. I mean, you just go around, add it. When you get back to where you started, you're done. Okay? And then that will be a linear term, so that would be in meters. Down here, I draw a picture. Regular parking lot has a base length of 48 yards, so the base is 48. And we don't know what the how wide it is, so we're going to put X. We know the area, so I'm just going to take that and divide by 48. I get an answer. I'll find the perimeter. You know, once I get whatever X is, I'll have 48 here, and then I'll just add them up with my little perimeter P. You're welcome. I just made that up. Perimeter P. Okay. So you can all remember that the rest of your lives. That is perimeter of a rectangle. We're going to go 2 for 1 because I think this stuff is pretty straightforward. So we're going to go area of a parallelogram as well, which is on the other side. Area of a parallelogram is it's base times height. And the only tricky bit here is that the height needs to come from the base at 90 degrees. Height 90 degrees off the base. Okay, and if I didn't say so already, you get a notes grade on this, so make sure you're getting all this stuff down. So if this is 18, this is 18, properties of parallelogram. The height or the altitude comes off the base, so it's just 18 times 10, 180. And you can see how, you know, evil math people would make it, you know, more complicated, like in 5. You know, this is the height. The height comes from this base. Based on this base, that's the height. Okay? So we get 16 times 9.6. Which is 153.6. And actually, I just kind of noticed this. The other one's the same too. So this could be the base, and that's the height of that base. So. And that one you can get it different ways. That's probably why they were showing you that. So maybe the math people aren't so evil. So it's all the same. 12 times. And this is meters squared. Okay, this is just plug and chug. This we're working backwards a little bit. So we've got the area is 48. You have the, remember the base and the height are 90 degrees. So 48 divided by 12 is 4. It's a line, so it's a linear term, so x is 4 centimeters. Okay, that should be enough to get you going right here. For the base, for the given base of a parallelogram, each altitude lies inside the parallelogram. That's false. We saw one up here in 5. That's out. This height is outside. So that is false. I didn't like 14, so let's knock that off. And then I'll give you guys some time to work on this, and we'll chunk it out and go over it, make sure everybody's in a good place, and we'll play forward from there. Thank you for your attention. Please have a great rest of your day, and we will catch up soon.